Hi everyone, welcome back. Today I want to share with you 5 ways to cultivate more self-love. And I was just in the car driving to the grocery store and I got this idea, like, I want to talk about the ways I have been cultivating more self-love for myself, because it's really greatly helping my relationship with myself and it's allowing me to be more loving to myself. So I want to share with you the little tools and techniques I use to cultivate more self-love for myself and feel more loving towards myself, because when I'm more loving towards myself, I feel better. So the first thing is take yourself on a date. And this is so cool and profound because we schedule time to, go to the dentist. We schedule time to take our dog to the vet. We schedule time to go on a date with our boyfriend or our husband. But how often do we actually schedule time to spend time with ourselves? And I'm not talking about me time where you grab yourself a cup of tea, Netflix, and that's you time. I'm talking about this interactive process where you say, Friday at 3 to 4 or 3 to 5, I'm going to take myself to the museum and I'm going to go on a date and we're going to explore the paintings and the sculptures and we're going to get really present with ourselves and do something that we love to do together. And the we is you and yourself. And I remember doing this quite often when I used to live in Chicago. I took myself to the Art Institute for a date. I just hopped on the train one evening, took myself on a date, and it was the most amazing thing because I grabbed a cup of hot tea and I walked around and looked at all the beautiful paintings and sculptures, and I was totally present with myself. But here I was taking the time to build a relationship with myself, and that really just made me realize that I'm important, and I'm important enough to spend time with myself, to show up for myself, and to fully be there with myself, having this experience of just looking at paintings. So the second thing is mirror work. Telling yourself you love yourself as you look in the mirror. And this is a Louise Hay technique, and she's a big proponent of mirror work. So you physically look at yourself in the mirror, look deep into your eyes, and tell yourself, I love you, Kajal, or I love you, Sam, whatever your name is. And it really, it's like, I don't know how to describe it because it's a feeling that is undescribable. When you look at yourself in the mirror, you look deep into your eyes and you tell yourself, I love you, your whole being kind of expands and you just feel this warm sensation. And it's something that cannot be put into words. It's why I'm having a hard time telling you how this translates. But when you look at yourself and you tell yourself, I love you, and I do this quite often. I'll look at myself in the mirror and I said, I love myself today. And that's it. I've set the tone for how I want to be with myself. So every single time I see myself in the mirror, like walking by some place and happens to be a mirror, it's like, oh, I chose to love myself today, so that's what I'm going to focus on, loving myself. And every single time I tell myself, I love you, some part of me heals, because in loving myself is healing. Some part of me always feels healed. The 3-year-old child who feels like she didn't get loved, she's rejoicing, she's jumping up and down, she's happy. Like, I just imagine that, and it really, I don't know, it really shifts my energy towards myself, because when I can be loving towards myself, that's the only way I can be loving towards other people and loving towards my life. And that's the only way I can create a miraculous, wonderful life and a wonderful experience for myself. Number 3, I am affirmations. I am is such a powerful word. And I am is the name of God. I am that I am. So whatever we say behind I am, or we say after I am powerful, I am worthy, I am loved. We are proclaiming that as our reality, as the way we want to describe ourselves, as the way we want to be. I am, fill in the blank. I am love. I am divine. I am whole. Just feel the energy of these words. It just makes you feel so much better and so much more expansive. So when I was sitting in meditation a couple weeks ago, the words I am popped into my mind, and then an array of words followed afterwards. I am worthy, I'm whole, I'm great, I'm wonderful, I am divine inner certainty. And I got this idea to create a meditation track called I Am Meditation. So I have 55 powerful I am statements that proclaim your wholeness, your worthiness, and your deep, deep sense of inner knowing that you are infinite spirit. And it's a 12-minute track with 55 powerful I am statements that you say to yourself after my voice. And I don't know, I've been doing it, and it's so powerful to use I am to describe yourself in a way that's self-affirming, that's self-supporting, that's self-loving. So if you're interested in this, I'll leave the link to the I Am meditation somewhere in the description box below. You can go and check it out, and I hope that it serves you. Number 4. This one is really, really simple, but it's really effective, and that is giving yourself compliments daily. We don't have to wait till someone else to compliment us and say, oh, your hair is looking really pretty today, or I love the way you're wearing your, I don't know, shirt. We don't have to wait for someone to tell us that we're valuable, that we're significant, that we're worthy, that we're loved, and then that someone notices us. We can do that for ourselves. And so give yourself 5 compliments every single day. It's better if you do it in the mirror. So when you're looking at yourself in the mirror, just give yourself compliments. Oh, I love the way my hair is looking today. Oh, I love the way I handled the situation earlier this morning. 5 compliments every day to reinforce that you choose to always look at yourself and be with yourself in a loving perspective. Because again, where there is love, there is healing. When there's love, there's feeling good thoughts. Feel good thoughts. You can also write these every day at the end of the day in your journal, just 5 compliments. And it's something I tell my clients to do all the time when working with self-esteem, self-worth issues, to just give yourself 5 compliments every single day in your journal, and then just affirm them out loud to yourself. And this really helps shift the energy and helps you to focus on yourself in a more loving, empowering way that actually does, in fact, feel good. Number 5, this one is my absolute favorite, writing a forgiveness letter. What do you need to forgive yourself for? Do you need to forgive yourself for the way you handled your breakup? Do you need to forgive yourself for the way you just walked out of your job one day? Do you need to forgive yourself for the way you reacted when your friend was just trying to be helpful? These are all the things I've had to forgive myself for. And I found that when I write forgiveness letters to myself, maybe like monthly or even bi-weekly, it just really helps me to move on. We forgive to not forget. We forgive to move forward. It's a releasing of that energy that is bogging you down, that's burdening you, that's keeping you closed off to loving yourself. And you write in a very empowering, loving way, Dear Kajal, I forgive you for whatever. And just release yourself from that energy. And you can also go ahead and burn your forgiveness letters. When you burn something, you give it back to spirit. And that's where even more profound healing occurs. And I like to share this with you. When I was in India, I wrote a forgiveness letter to my mom. And I wrote the forgiveness letter and I burnt it. And when I came back to the States, almost 3 weeks later, my whole entire energy with my mom had completely shifted. I had not said a single word to her, but the words and the energy that I was harboring towards her, I put it in the forgiveness letter, I burned this letter, it went back to spirit, and spirit sent the message to my mom, and our energy between us completely changed. And my relationship with my mother has been the best it's ever been since I wrote that forgiveness letter. So imagine how powerful it is if you do it for yourself. You forgive yourself for the things you just feel like you can't. You're releasing yourself from the burden of that energy and allowing new energy to be here and for love to be present in your life. And it's a way for you to love yourself even more. I hope these 5 techniques will help you cultivate more self-love for yourself and realize that it's your responsibility to love yourself. When you love yourself, you're facilitating healing. And when you love yourself, you can only give more love out to the world and to other people and to everything that you encounter in your life. Love heals, love makes whole. I hope this video serves you, and tell me in the comments below, what is one way that you can choose to love yourself a little bit more? Are you going to use one of the 5 techniques I shared with you? And if you do use them, tell me how it goes for you. Thanks so much for watching. Stay open.